Have you been thinking of moving to the San Francisco Bay Area? Here's a few things I think would be helpful to know before making a final decision. I'm Erin Anderson and I help people buy and sell homes right here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Let's just jump right into it. My first suggestion would be to spend some time here before you make a final decision. The San Francisco is a very big area and there's lots of different parts to it, and I think that you could probably find what you're looking for if you spend enough time here. Visit different areas and I think you'll probably be able to find what you're looking for. What are those different areas? Let's get a little lay of the land here. The San Francisco consists of 9 counties that each have a border on the San Francisco Bay, the body of water. And those 9 counties are broken up into about 4 regions. So the 4 regions are the North Bay, which consists of Marin County, Napa County, Solano County, and Sonoma County. The East Bay is Alameda County and Contra Costa County. The South Bay is basically just Santa Clara County. And then what we call the Peninsula, which is that little piece on the west coast of California there, is San Mateo County and San Francisco County. Now, the 3 major cities within the San Francisco Bay Area are San Francisco, obviously, Oakland, and San Jose. In those areas, you're going to find definitely a more urban area. Obviously, these are the big cities. They have big downtowns with skyscrapers and just where lots of businesses are. As you go outside of that, you're going to get more, not as urban, more suburban. And then as you get into the outskirts of the Bay Area of all those counties, you're going to find a lot of rural areas with farmland and ranches and things like that. So that's why I say you probably will find the lifestyle you're looking for if you search hard enough here. Now, how do people get around all this area here? Obviously, we talked about the major cities being San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose. So that's where a lot of people are going to work, more in those areas, but people come from all over the Bay Area to work in those cities. So how do they get to and from their job and all the activities they want to do? We have lots of freeways. So I would say driving is probably the main form of transportation here in the Bay Area. And with more than 7 million people living here, you can pretty much guarantee that within commute hours, there's going to be traffic. So that is one thing to remember depending on where you decide to live and where you work. Think about the traffic and how long it may actually take you to go to and from. The Bay Area does have a lot of public transportation though. The main one connecting most of the Bay Area is called BART, or Bay Area Rapid Transit. BART connects mainly San Francisco to the East Bay and the Peninsula. A good option for getting into San Francisco from the North Bay is the ferry, which is usually just a beautiful ride anyway. So even if you're not commuting, it's kind of a fun way to get there. In the South Bay, there is VTA, which is another light rail that goes around that area. And of course, all the cities have buses to connect to anywhere you want to go, really. If you prefer to get around on 2 wheels, most major cities around here are very bicycle friendly. So if you like to get around on your bike, that could be a good option for you here too. But of course, one thing people always think about when they think of the San Francisco Bay Area is the cost of living. It can be expensive to live here, especially if you're going to want to be in those more urban areas. That's where your prices are going to be higher. As you go out, the housing prices do get to be less, but then you've got, again, that commute to think about. So this is why I say visit different areas and kind of really think about what your lifestyle is going to be like when you move here. One reason for that expense, though, is for many industries, you're going to find some of the highest pay here in the country. Obviously, we're home in the Silicon Valley, so the tech industry is here, and that's probably, that's what most of the South Bay, that's what that centers around there. Nurses, I know that the wages here are probably some of the highest in the country, and other industries as well. The cost of living kind of is reflective of the wages here. One of the best things about living here in the Bay Area is, of course, the weather. I mean, we live in a pretty mild climate, and I'm not going to say it's sunny and warm all year, because here in the Bay Area, we do get colder winters and hopefully rain. That's another thing though. If we don't get a lot of rain, summertime's probably we're going to be in a drought, which means water restrictions. And that tends to happen every few years or so. But because of the wonderful weather here, we get to participate in outdoor activities majority of the year. If you're a fan of outdoor festivals and concerts, spring to fall, you're gonna find one every weekend if that's what you're into. If you like hiking and biking, there's trails connecting the whole Bay Area. One thing to note though, if you're not from here and you're not used to it, we have lots of hills here. So hiking and biking up and down hills, expect to get a workout, that's for sure. And of course, the Bay Area is home to the world famous Napa Valley wine country, where some of the best wines in the world are made. So if you're into wine, if you're really into wine, this could be a good home for you. Lastly, just the proximity to other things within the state. I think the Bay Area is really well located. Within a couple hours, you can be, in the wintertime, you could be skiing in the mountains, depending on traffic. And in the summer, you can be skiing on a lake or enjoying that wine. We can do the wine all year round, right? Anytime I'm out and about in one of these major areas like Napa Valley or San Francisco or Monterey, I really am kind of in awe that I live in a place that people from all over the world come to visit. And all these things are like right in my backyard. So if you've been thinking about moving to the Bay Area, I'd love to help you make that decision. All my contact information is below. Put any questions in the comments and I'm happy to answer them. Let's get started on the next step in your new adventure.